What is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode. And well, as you probably picked up from the title or the fact that I have this big ginormous box here in front of me here, yes, this is the next chapter of the 2022 metal print shootout. Now, if this is your first video of this nature on this channel, let me get you up to speed as far as what we're doing here and how this is going to play out. Now, over the course of the last 4 years, we've been doing various different canvas print shootouts, metal print shootouts, and I think we did a acrylic print shootout a couple years ago. But the primary two that we do are the metal and the canvas print shootouts. The whole premise behind what we do with these here is if you go to Google and you type in best metal prints, and of course Google's going to share with you a handful of websites out there that are going to give you a list format of the best metal prints. The unfortunate side is most of these websites, they're just simply putting lists together. They've never touched a single print, which makes it very unfortunate, very unfair for you, because many of you will make a buying decision based upon that list that you saw, assuming these people have had some sort of hands-on, up-close experience with that particular print, but, well, they do not. They're just putting an affiliate list together, and we hear quite a handful of horror stories. So we do things a little bit different. This is our answer to those sort of reviews. So we do our reviews a lot different. We actually get our hands on them. We actually do a comparison. In a moment, I'm going to crack open this box. I'm going to share with you everything from the packaging to the colors to the frame, literally A to Z about this. Now, I'll give you my 2 cents of what I like, dislike. You may agree, you may not. But the important takeaway with this here is if you decide to go out there and buy, this is a CostCo metal print here today. If you decide to go out there and buy a CostCo metal print, you have a good idea what your dollar is going to get you. And this is really important as well because many of you are drop shipping directly to your clients. So you want to have a little bit more peace of mind as far as because what's inside this box, as soon as you ship it to a client, becomes an extension of who you are as a professional. So you want to always lead with your best foot forward. Now, before we dive into all the goodness here, look, we put these videos together to help you get better prints, help you be more informed with your purchasing and all that other fun stuff, and just basically getting a better print. If you find some value with this video, friend, you'd be doing me a huge favor, by crushing that like button down below. It really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friends, hey, it's time. Pull the seat in, let's go. Alrighty. As we stated a moment ago, this is coming from CostCo. For the life of me, I can't remember how they did last year. If I can figure out how to crack this box open here, I may... Okay, well, there's tape up on the top. We will give it a go from there. I don't think that's... Well, actually, hold on. Okay, I think we can crack it open on these sides here. Here we go. Boom. All right. Okay, so I can see something I like already. Okay, put aside a relatively inexpensive, no-frills box. There's really not much to this here, and it's very thin cardboard. But I do like what I see on the inside here. This looks really awesome. So if you've watched or seen any of my videos before, whether it be canvas or metal prints, I absolutely love when companies recess the print inside on a, some I've seen use a piece of wood, some I've seen use cardboard like this. This is rather quite unique. There's a little handle on it. There's some padding on the back that's keeping it kind of floating inside the box, which is nice. And then you have this front part here, which again, it's keeping that, in this case, the back of the print off the box. And on the front, you have this, which creates a bit of cushion. I really like this. This is something new. I know for a fact, or pretty sure CostCo didn't have this last year. We can see our mounting hardware kind of wedged up in the top. And so let's see how this is put together. So they have, oh, interesting. Okay, so this is actually quite a unique package. So you can see that plastic that's on both sides, it's actually tucked, if I'm correct here. Okay, hold on. So that is, oh, is that glued in here? How the hell? Okay, yeah, here we go. Got it. Okay, so you can see, I'm not sure how they got that in there, but I had to put a little pressure to get that out, but that just wraps around, tucks up in there. So CostCo spent some bucks on the packaging here. That is seriously one of the coolest packaging or print packagings that I've seen. Definitely a lot of thought went into that. So, and then acrylic and metal print hanging instructions. So they were thoughtful enough to include instructions in case you need help hanging this. Next, we have additional protection here for the print, which is nice. Again, now the reason why I keep saying over and over again in all my videos is the reason why we put a lot of emphasis on the shipping is when you look at some of the horror stories that you see online, whether it be FedEx, UPS, or whatever the shipment company is, just drop kicking or mishandling packages and so forth. Your print coming from wherever it is, these things have a tendency of being on the fragile side. Any sort of shimming around and so forth can cause blemishes, scratches, especially with canvas prints and so forth, where you have that actual fabric, the actual canvas side of it. So the point is, you want these things to be packaged in there as nicely as they can, especially it may be a situation where whether timing or the print is going to a funeral or a wedding, or where it's just very important. Any print should be important. So you want to make sure that the print is really nestled in there nicely, and that's going to prevent it from being damaged when it gets to location. Now, all right. My excitement for this print got fizzled quick there because that packaging was awesome. And I'll share with you my my expression here in a moment. First, I want to share with you, this is not a print or photo that I took, as I keep saying over and over again. This is a photo that I licensed specifically for some characteristics in the photo that I thought would be great for these sort of reviews. I like the blue down here because in a lot of cases where you have big solid color, if the printing company has kind of crappy printers or process, you can get some banding and some wonkiness in big solid colors. I liked all the teardrops in here because those are good kind of points of reference for me to see the sharpness of the particular photo itself. And you have a little bit of a variety of colors in here, vibrant colors. In this particular case here, now I will say the shine on this print, it looks like $1 million. The thing I don't like is the colors on this here, especially the reds here. It just does not have that same vibrancy as the original has. But I will give them credit. The finish on this looks really nice. Now I'm going to. So one of the things that I do is I'm literally going to point out everything. I'm going to be kind of overcritical, if that's a term. I'm really going to really pull things out that I like and dislike. I say that now because of the next thing I'm going to share, because what I'm going to share with you next really has no functionality in terms of when you put this onto the wall, does it do what it's supposed to? And the reason for that is curb appeal, first impressions. Many of you, as we established a moment ago, are sending these directly out to your client. So you're drop shipping directly from the printer to your client. When your client is opening this up, not only does this look like it or acts as an extension of who you are as an artist, as a professional, but they are inspecting literally every nugget or every nook and cranny on this particular print itself. In this case, One of the first things that I noticed when I flipped this thing over is if you look at the frames, you have all these splotches. You have gaps in the frame here a little bit, and it just looks sloppy. You have all these glue marks here, and it just doesn't look. I have some sort of a. There's a watermark on this. I'm trying to see who this is. Chromolux. Okay, so they have Chromolux is what they're utilizing there. Let's take a look at this one. Not bad. This is a 16th off, so this is 1 3/8. This is nearly 1.5 inches, so it's actually a little bit more than a 1/16 of an inch off. Look at the side of this here as well. Okay, the sides are good. It's just the bottom is off a little bit. Yeah, it's not perfect in the center, but it is. Yeah, I mean it's close. It's a 1/16 over this way, and this corner is down. No, is in a little bit of a 1/16. So, yeah, that is minor. But this frame really looks quite sloppy. There's nice. The noise level on this is actually pretty good, but the colors are just off. That said, let's take a look at the scorecard for CostCo metal print. All right, friends, and there you go. This has been the 2022 CostCo metal print review. Now, before we dive into all the YouTube stuff here, let me remind you that as we push out, the goal is I'm going to be pushing out one of these per week until we exhaust all the prints that we're reviewing for this year. So if you want to keep tabs of who the companies that we are testing out or how those reviews went, check out the description down below. And then ultimately at the end, once we've reviewed all the companies that we're going to be reviewing for this season, we will crown the winner. We'll have a separate video. And then what we'll do is we'll go through, edit all of the video descriptions and add that in the description as well. So depending upon when you're watching this and how far we are into the season, into the print shootouts for this season for the metal prints, you'll see those various companies down below. Now it's that time of the video where, friends, well, I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff because it's extremely valuable. So if you found some value with this video, please consider hitting that like button. If you're currently not subscribed to the video or to the channel, friend, what are you waiting for? We'd love to have you part of the family. And then last but not least, so therefore you don't miss a single video like the one that you just watched here, be certain you hit that bell so therefore YouTube does its whole notification process when we come out with a new video. That said, friends, hey, we really appreciate you supporting the channel. It's an honor to have 15-20 minutes of your time for you to tune in, and again, hopefully you found some value and some enjoyment with this. We certainly appreciate you swinging by. That said, friend, I'm going to turn off these cameras so you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.